going to use this as a measurement for our politicians, there, MPP, TTU, can they shut up? The Ebiana Munim, the Obone for Nashato Amamo. Muamu party for.
And a non put on Muamu party make us say, and no crown the
Muamu party for
the internal
Muamu party for.
Tell amount for your wiki
party for now, Mokache say. Yanu Yanim, the Yana Tehano. We have cabinet ministers calling us. We have party executives calling us. We have party sympathizers calling us. NDC groupings. Catch us. That my other movie say I try and say we these are executioners or bravo. You think that is what we practice here? Now, Pentecost, I also go Empire. Now, Apostle Salas, one man. Now, Reverend Steve and the Pastor Stanley. Empire Mobama. Sadans, the Kuru, Yoma, and Fatano. And no, now the better higher what you man. I don't give a toss to what people will say. What is the news about Sammy Gyamfi? What is the news? That's Sammy Gyamfi. What watch it?
Watch it.
So what? The whole country should spend precious time. The whole country discussing Sammy Gyamfi. So what watch it? Obi. That you're referring to my pefra. And look at some of the conversations on the car. If you have a challenge with Sammy Gyamfi as a person, I don't give a toss about that. But you know, the word fairness should always be operational. Principles should always be operational in whatever we do and say. So no, now also I know the I don't want to know how I'm dealing with what a journalist I need to deal. And so Sammy Gyamfi, the morning show, drive time, afternoon show, online. Are we serious? and we have the courage to do comparisons that and Cecilia Dapa man patrol with the baby obia on your shows no more by no more audition because they don't fair mono. Easy. You have the courage to be comparing Cecilia Dapa, Mammy Nimian 4-way situation, and the Sammy Gyamfi.
Well, apart. There is really no link. I mean, it doesn't even make sense.
Oh, yeah, and a case of your meal. Yeah, Tawa. I deal with Crano, and yet what brand, what into the end.
They were called a person.
Oh, dear, now the Nipa, only qualified. Say, the young Pamuno, and I ain't a and I say, I repeat stories all the time, and I said, I don't get it. We need to sit up and be principled as a very, 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 very good opposition and other people of different opinion. I think what we should be doing at this time, Obi, as I'm talking to you now, and you know, ACC will maim under this government, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We need to talk about it. The kind of opposition that the MPP and other opposition parties are offering us, we need to talk about it. Now, somebody on video, no, wakotoka okaira, wakoma agrada $2,000 aira. We can question Cecilia Dapa because sabi all this can be court so be a sika. And never told just say or no space no. Why do you compare 1 million to 3,000 or to which I'm not even sure. Jimmy Boss can be keke.
No, the recipient they say 800.
I don't even want to go by that. I will not go by that. Me, I will not go by that. I said me who all kinds of but why? Why? The person Sammy Gyamfi we know issues are be fair in discussing matters of this sort. Ghana from Pamchomomianko beyond this. And time pass out. Nano ya menye ho na mehwe omuade una o ka wasem enfa deal with him on that score. But
because where I agree with you.
Yes, Obi. Why are we making all
you may have issues with a political opponent or a politician because again may draw that distinction because any opposition party from Kwane Kasa. There are some Ghanaians.
That's what I said. Other people, yes.
Good. I'm saying, sir, you can have an issue as a political opponent or as a Ghanaian who is not happy about Bibi Awehu. But let's also be fair. I mean, if we are not also careful, then we will lower the threshold too much. Threshold, there was a and that's why the same argument you will be here in the case of the Chief Justice.
Exactly.
So if we are not careful, the threshold for removing a Chief Justice may lower me too much. The same thing here. I mean, because if Sika politician Eche, and e was a politician elusu ejuma owomu then we have a problem.
Well, I'll be coming.
Every politician be kwa year. We need to have a situation.
It's the mindset that we have.
It's not proper.
Almost all the arguments, the target is not the act, it's the person.
Yeah.
You don't know foco when it comes to governance in this country. You don't know foco.
It is be a learning way
aspect of it. Yeah, and Maburuna Monya favor before His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to be given positions that are so sensitive.
Yes.
Asempa FM.
Unim de ebiana munim de obonefo na hihya to amamu. Muamu party for
and no party make say and no kwa na
muamu party for
the internal
muamu party for
tell amount for a wiki
party for na omo ka kire say yenu yenim de ye na ete ha no. We have cabinet ministers calling us. We have party executives calling us. We have party sympathizers calling us. NDC groupings. Catch us that my animal fee say I try and say we mun these are executioners or bravo. You think that is what we practice here? Now got Pentecost I also go bumpire. Now ko Apostle Salas one man. Now Reverend Steve and the Pastor Stanley. Empire Mobama no. Sa dance kuru no nyoma ensem fata no. And no now the better higher wojuma na. I don't give a toss to what people will say. And then why? The bitterness and the trappings we continue to set for ourselves is too much, Ghana. I'll get to Sammy Gyamfi. But I stand with him on this matter.
Yeah.
I stand with him on this matter. And the code of conduct, and I went almost and the messenger, and that is what you are going to do.
But my other point,
that is what you are going to do.
Even if you want to go with the code of conduct, the code of conduct, man, a profile, the
general question after everything I'll ask you, the code of conduct and the constitution of Ghana and the minister,
that's fine.
Now behind us sometimes here kasa intimacy the person Sammy Gyamfi, I'm not dealing with the act. The act there's nothing at stake. What can say me or any among more dear who are dreaming who say or Yahomaso and all those things there be a media with the Kokawasi. Bamamu and ye hard unnecessarily on ourselves like that.
You give the dog a bad name.
Yes, sir. A crowd was what you tell. Many central for Mukwa no represent many obi of various places. Mu disumasidwa. Onya no betwa nyinaka. Abai sisa obia. Unim de obi epe. Unya wiase japade nyina obi tim. Na okra no. O hwere na. E de mkuntebuo pa na abekwa akobu a kire nyame. Why are we so punchy on ourselves like that? Na samintie ni ye. Kan kabi minimche ubia keka kasa ufra ntuma kra enye yi kire nipa dodo na wotietia so wona manyo sema oyim as young as he is inti Freda Bonyo me so me bo di kase me nyewa inti Freda Bonyo le hia me wosuan anya kwotena baabi ana ohwe ofa medua no ka okono tu ni botum ana ma me $3,000 ana say $2,000 it will feel Freda Bonyo pa e be wini nya say
or because I think the other side so apart the recipient that's fine
only no problem saying I know the internal party business now what would you who also no problem no I got why you there now only no problem na you bet my pay every social media me na me what this game me nim the friend to x mo the x enye they be other kweseda no twa suit no suit on Tony ban na mo eye me fa ma me team wa fe mo se me obi kwa manage me space am say me say na me sa obi ani do pen obi ma trash here obi so trash here it mean me preaching now say you might have your personal political challenges with him, your traditional challenges with him in terms of a Sunni binding the Yobi. Say the Betina ha, any part binimuni and you can't stop it all. You can never stop it. If we are going to use this as a measurement for our politicians, there, MPP, TTU, can they shut up? Please.
Because that's where I think we should get to.
So what I say, because
and I spoke about threshold. If we are not careful, say you be you we say politician, who will be our Omanhene. It's as if you need any Ghana. Why should we even do that? I say Chayman Nipana any BBA on all fours. No, I dear way dear, but not this. If you want to
Obi, let me thank the chief of staff. The latest information crime as a free officer no. We watch the coming days.
Asempa
Eti do bia ka bia no. Wo ka ye man chichire. Sammy Gyamfi oye ko a waso Ghana. Ye da ase anima. Ye nyira di ahoden. Your mama, a president, Mamin Kotu, I would have used a sledgehammer and I did still the I was a sledgehammer. Yeah, that day I'm born money meme. It's Mesre, Obi. Mesre. Yeah. Say, a baby had no hukum bebrea. Yeah, Yakujam.
Into man, I think we have to even chip this in. Say, when so one for me, I think constant refreshers for appointees. No, the president and the chief of staff should take it very serious. There are so many lessons from Tadiwe in this modern social media world. You know, you might be doing something that will free say you might not know who is watching. It especially for the young appointees. No, this should also tell you say the sensibilities of the Ghanaian. See, we are woke into the slightest thing. No, so many sensibilities. Into appointees now mo pe show off. Usu, tell my usu no cha. O 3 piece no cha.
The expensive one and I say also got to be the office.
Now they are busy office.
Now what charge?
Now we be iPad. We be way. Now we see it for flower. Send your mano. Yenka say won to me. You have money to do those things. But there is something called the sensibilities of Ghanaians. The young appointees should watch it. This should be a lesson to everybody. But I honestly think, sir, even when you take the code of conduct, code of conduct, no punishment I profano, you were reprimand. You were so forfeit your salary, your suspension, your dismissal.
Yes. Chief of staff, the latest information I've got.
Yes. And why everybody thinks for this? Oh, he should be sacked. Yempamono. I don't understand where it's coming from. But the point is it should be something grievous. Yes, I've heard the argument around Adeno dollar, the fact that CDs a legal tender for the payment of any amount in Ghana and all of that. Yes, fair argument. And I believe so that sense, that moment of indiscretion, no, he was then pushed to apologize, which he has done. And we should be a bit with me. If it was something grievous, if it's a dear way dear. Not this. This really, for me, doesn't meet the threshold. Well, with the greatest of respect,
biggest
it
problem,
doesn't meet the threshold.
The biggest problem this exposes us to is a reasonable percentage of young hands from where I sit who don't have experience in terms of managing situations in this country and certain sensitive positions. No, and yet a bit risky and dangerous. You can't run away from that fact. That in political appointment, it's not just a matter of we need certain
experience,
of course,
competences,
of course. But a certain kind of experience and politically. Otina AKT Hamon Munasi, Otina other people Munasi, one disciplinarian, former road minister, Amakwata Dibiamika. You don't have to just bam. And that's how we are doing to ourselves now. Straight from university, bam. No, what you want now? Who we are? Me, my age about 27 years. Me. I'm being even questioned why I drive a Lexus. 50-year-old man. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Now I'm more hospital and I'm more military and I'm more politics. 27 good years. I can't afford a Lexus. Or you think that we come to sit here and by the grace of God, because you madam our engage service, that's all that we sit here to do. Say what me point na say. Any brain here too much.
And we so one thing. We've always said this thing. Say politics here, a dirty game, a treacherous game, and all of
that. We have fed our minds with that.
But the truth of the matter, so they say, in the last few days, when you see the kind of people are afraid, say I'm like, really? The same party.
So there are platforms that
the same party.